Hey, what's up today? Albert here. Today I'm gonna do something special. Approximately every day I do like some questions on, who's gonna win the Western Conference or some type of question like this on my Instagram story. Pretty much every day, and I recorded almost every answer that I got. And I just wanted to share with you guys what was the general consensus, and I could also give my opinion on them. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Alright, so first question I asked is which rookie will end up with the most points after 20 games? So in majority it was Kaapo Kakko who was the top, probably because he's gonna play maybe with Panarin, most probably. I've seen that Kaapo Kakko is someone that is really more popular than Jack Hughes, or in the early years, and he's also in a bigger market, so if his rookie card is probably gonna worth more than Jack Hughes in the future. And Kaapo Kakko Young Guns card should be in Series 2 because they always split the number 1 pick and the number 2. So yeah, Jack Hughes probably is almost sure in the Series 1 and Kaapo in the Series 2. Alright, another answer I got is my mom. Yep, it's my mom. Yes, alright, let's move on. So we got 5 people who said Kaapo Kakko. We had 3 that said Jack Hughes. So, I didn't receive that much answer because it's only the first ones. But people tend to go more towards Kaapo Kakko. Also, we got Ryan Peeling. I thought it was a great. I'm a Habs fan, alright? He had the best point per game for last year in the NHL, which is pretty crazy, right? No, but just kidding. Yeah, he might be pretty good. Depends on if he has a spot on the team, but he could be pretty cool. I know his Young Guns card is in the next. I don't know if the Series 1 or the 2, but he's the only player that is represented with the Young Guns art. We also got Christian Vesalainen with the Winnipeg Jets. I'm really not sure about it. Doesn't show up impressive stats. We also got obviously Eeli Tolvanen, but Tolvanen didn't play much in the NHL and didn't show anything in the NHL, so it's really not sure. We also got John Scott. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Also, didn't see anybody say Maxime Comtois, but Maxime Comtois played 10 games last year in the NHL, scored 7 points, like 2 goals, 5 assists, I think. And if he can play a full season in the NHL, he could have a lot of points. And I think he's kind of slept on to be almost a dark horse for a Calder Trophy. He could be really, really good, and it's gonna be important to see watch him grow next year, even though the Ducks is a team. Alright, so my second question was, who is the most underrated offensive defensive man in the league? I mean, when it comes to hockey cards, defenseman is a tricky one because defensive defensemen are not super. Their value is not super high in the hockey cards term because they're not as impressive and the demand is not that there between a guy like Shea Weber or a guy like Brent Burns. Brent Burns is a bit more impressive, and that's why his card sells for a bit more. Alright, so let's start off. We got Torrey Krug. Torrey Krug is not underrated. I think he's pretty spot on, especially with their last Stanley Cup run. With their last playoff, they didn't win, but yeah, it was pretty spot on. I think people understood that he was a pretty good offensive defenseman. Now, there's one that I like a lot. It's Josh Morrissey with the Winnipeg Jets. The Jets lost Trouba, Charrett, and Myers, so there's going to be plenty of room for Josh Morrissey to really step up his game, get more ice time, and thus more points. He scored 31 points in the 59 games, so it's pretty near 40-45 points per season, which is pretty okay for offensive defenseman, good contribution. Then we got Ekman Larsson. Obviously he's in a really bad market, so that's why. We also had Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo just won the Stanley Cup. I'm not sure about that one. He's an okay offensive D-man, put it up 41 points last year, but I don't think he's that underrated yet. We also got Seth Jones, 46 points in 75 games. I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, we don't hear a lot about Seth Jones these days, especially now with Columbus losing like their top 3 players, arguably. But yeah, I mean, he might be an underrated player, but we all know he's pretty damn good. But it was still really interesting, and for those who are doing some fantasy teams, we can all, you know, Keith Yandle might be a good pick, a good sleeper pick. We also got Travis Dermott, 17 points in 64 games. You know, when he's gonna put a full season, we will see. But that's not really good points for offensive D-man, to be honest. And we also have Oscar Klefbom, 28 points in 61 games. Klefbom is pretty interesting. He could reach 40 plus points next season if he plays a full length. So let's move on to our next question. Also, would love to hear your opinions about my questions. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram and answer the questions that I put up on my story almost every day. So I would really love to hear you what you think about it. Alright, so I asked which playoff teams from last year won't make it this year. I thought that was pretty interesting, interesting picks. So the team that was most picked is Columbus Blue Jackets. For some really obvious reasons, and they're in a really tight division. It's gonna be real hard, really good teams in there. Then the second one is the Islanders. Yes, Islanders don't have that much good players. It's kind of a miracle that they're that good last year, but honestly they don't have that much to put up on the ice, and some other teams are way more talented than them. Then we got Carolina. I'm not sure, just signed Jake Gardiner. They have a really solid defensive. Their goalie, I'm really not sure about the goalie. I don't even know who it is. I'm really not sure about it. And their offense is pretty good. They have pretty good young talent there. And I think they might do the playoffs. It's going to be hard for them to fall off, I think. Then we got the Pens. I really don't see the Pens not doing the playoff. Yes, they lost Phil Kessel, but I think Galchenyuk's gonna do a pretty good job with either if he plays with Crosby or Malkin. They're gonna be a pretty good team next year, also competitive, somewhat competitive, but I think they're gonna make the playoffs. Then we got the Predators. They just lost Subban, who was not doing that huge of an impact, but they got also Matt Duchene. So Pred, I don't really see either the Preds getting out. They have a really solid team, well built, defensive, offensive. If Pekarine can stay healthy and play good, they should be in the playoffs, especially with their division. Then we got the Flames, Calgary Flames. Yeah, they might lose their spot. It's not the best team, but they have some really good young talents. Sean Monahan and Johnny Gaudreau especially. So Matthew Tkachuk also is pretty damn good. So even if they don't do the playoff, they will have lots of year to do them. And I'm really not scared for the Calgary Flames. Then someone said Dallas. Dallas? No. Okay, they lost Jason Spezza and they lost another player which I don't remember the name, was a center. But they got Joe Pavelski and Corey Perry, so I think they're better now than last year, and also their division is really bad, so they're probably going to make the playoffs. If you want to buy some cards from these, I suggest you buy Rube Hintz, really cheap right now, and he could be pretty huge. I would also suggest maybe buying some Ben Bishop's card. The rookie cards is like $20. He could be really good next year. He go for like 930, I think, and maybe even a contender for the Vizina, who knows. Our last answer for this was the Blues. The Blues. The Blues. Bro, what? I don't know about that one, man. I think the Blues, they really got the high right now. I really don't see them fall off really bad like that. No, the Blues are probably in the playoffs. They really have a really good team. I don't think they're gonna miss it. That's for sure. Alright, so that's it for this video. Tell me if you like this format of vid. Share your thoughts and your comments on it, if you like him or not, if you like that or not. If you want to participate in future episodes, you can always go on my Instagram and follow me and answer the questions. I would really appreciate it. And thank you for watching, and we will catch up next time.